Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. You hear me, Stevie K. Obviously, you guys know what I'm going to be checking out. It says, so the Oscars happened, I guess. This is from the channel, The Critical Drinker. If you guys don't know about him, then I have no idea where you guys have been. I'm sure you lot do. He's got over 2 million subscribers. But this is a video, so I have to give him a bit of a, just to let you guys know. Yes. And I'm reacting to it. I didn't watch the Oscars. I didn't. I knew they were on, but obviously here I live in the UK, so it was midnight when they come on, and they're on all night long. And there wasn't anything that, normally back in the days, I would have stayed up and watched all through. That's how I was. Been to film school, done all that kind of stuff, loved it. There was just nothing. This time I just went, I'll have a look, and the next day. I didn't hear much going on. There was nothing crazy as far as I'm aware, but I thought, why not just check this video and see what he's got to say, and then that way more or less might sum it up for all of us who didn't go through and watch the whole Oscars. So it might bring out the best bits or the worst bits or the bits that interesting. It says I actually had to check it to confirm the 97th Academy Awards even happened this weekend. Such was the complete lack of interest in Hollywood's annual backslapping contest. Let's take a look at one of the least viewed and least interesting Oscars events ever. So I'm guessing I wasn't the only one in the same, there was other people feeling the same way. Like I said, usually watch them. I don't know what it was, just wasn't in the mood to do it this time. And I'm not the only one. But I'm going to check this video and see what it's like. Guys, do let me know if there's any other kind of videos, either from Critical Drinker or other YouTubers that you've movie related or TV show related that you guys think would be good to watch and react to. Or, trailers that people have created maybe, or old trailers, could be Iron Man, Avengers, whatever, Titanic, you name it. Something that we could just look back at, or fails. Whatever you think will be good, fun, enjoyable, or games. That I could react to, watch, and you guys can watch with me, and we can see if we think and feel the same way. But this one, I'm going to get on with it. Here we go. And do let me know if you did watch the Oscars and what you thought about them, what you liked, disliked, or anything else. Here we go. Check this one out.
Awards season. If there's one thing I enjoy less than spending a couple of hours slogging through some tedious, mediocre piece of Hollywood slop, it's spending a couple of hours slogging through some tedious, mediocre awards ceremony where Hollywood celebrities who flew in on private jets wearing $10,000 dresses preach to us about the evils of capitalism and how we all need to work together to fight climate change or save the Ukraine or whatever the current popular thing is this year. It's like your average Scottish wedding. It's boring for the most part, but there's always a chance of a fight breaking out or some drunken arsehole making a fool of themselves during their speech. Sadly though, this year it was not to be. The 2025 Oscars were notable precisely because of their lack of controversy. There were no big upsets, no shocking wins or losses, no outrageous speeches or inflammatory rhetoric. Damn man, even Mark Hamill managed to keep both his pants and his Trump derangement under control for the evening, proving that he truly must be a good actor because he can pretend not to be a crazy person for a while. Conan O'Brien, one of the few late-night talk show hosts who isn't a creepy, manipulative retard, hosted with his usual laid-back, self-deprecating style, which was just as tolerably okay as you'd expect from a guy who's been in show business longer than most of us have been alive. He delivered a few pointed jabs at his fellow celebrities and one or two at the Orange Man, but most of his jokes were pretty safe and predictable and, well, fine, I guess. I have to admit, though, one of the most unintentionally hilarious moments of the night was watching Rachel Zegler waddle out on stage with Gal Gadot to present an award, looking like a small, petulant child reluctantly going clothes shopping with her mum. Honestly, putting these two together in public is like parking a Lamborghini next to a Ford Escort, and you could practically feel the hostility crackling in the air around them. The promo tour for Snow White's gonna be fucking wild, man.
It's Hollywood, baby.
In terms of the actual results, which I assume is why the dwindling audience still tunes in for this stuff, Anora was the big winner of the night with 5 wins, including Best Picture, Best Actress, and Best Director. And that's fine, I guess. It's a solid enough drama about a guy who falls in love with a stripper, marries her at a Vegas wedding chapel, and ultimately gets cold feet when he tries to introduce her to his family. We've all been there, bro. It's a decent little movie with strong performances, especially from Mikey Madison, and a not
good.
particularly happy ending that feels quite brutally realistic and appropriate. Yeah, it wasn't exactly a life-changing experience, and if I asked ChatGPT to produce a generic Oscar-winning movie, then I'm pretty sure it would spit out something exactly like Anora, but whatever. It was always going to be a safe bet, and I think that was a hallmark of the Oscars this year. Emilia Perez, which for some reason was nominated in almost every category that exists, was arguably the big loser of the night, with the only significant award going to Zoe Saldana for Best Supporting Actress. And I actually think that was a pretty fair choice because she delivered a great performance, even if it was in a shit movie. It does make me wonder, though, if Emilia Perez was originally supposed to sweep the awards this year, but the organisers put their fingers on the scales after all the backlash to the film, and it's, star. What drinker, you suave tuxedo-wearing Hollywood legend, I hear you say? The awards are voted on by the Academy, and there's no way to influence their decision.
Good clip to have.
The Brutalist, which was basically 3.5 hours of Adrian Brody being miserable, ultimately paid off for the guy and netted him a Best Actor awards. It's the story of a Jewish architect who emigrates to America after the war and helps design a new library for... The only real sticking point for me was The Substance, which I think should have netted Demi Moore a Best Actress Oscar, not just for her work on that movie, which was fantastic, but as a kind of lifetime achievement award, considering she's been in the business for more than 40 years at this point. I mean, the movie did at least win for Best Makeup, which is obviously pretty well deserved, but it would have been nice to see a mainstream hit like that get a bit more recognition. As it stands, most of the winners this year were the kind of low-budget, obscure movies that were only going to be of interest to people who drive for 14 hours straight to go to wanky regional film festivals and pretend like they're enjoying themselves. As much as last year's Oscars focused on big, commercially successful, crowd-pleasing movies, this year did a complete 180, and I'm not entirely sure that it paid off. All of this is to say that the 2025 Oscars was basically a 4-hour snore fest that drew 1 million less viewers than the previous year, which was already a bit of a low point, and if I had to guess, I'd say that was mostly intentional. The Oscars acts as a kind of bellwether for the state of play in Hollywood and what we can expect from them in the year ahead, whereas previous awards ceremonies have been filled with defiance and political posturing and big extravagant rants against the dreaded Orange Man. The attitude this year was like a man that's been bent over a table and violently humbled. This is an industry coming off a miserable year of strikes and disruption, followed by another year of disappointing flops and financial contraction, not to mention a US election that absolutely did not go the way they wanted. And if I'm right, 2025 isn't going to be much better for them. There was an almost tangible feeling of unease this year, like they were some unproductive employee that knows their boss is watching their every move and is desperate not to attract any more attention to themselves. And you know what? I'm perfectly fine with that, because they 100% deserve this. They got too big for their boots, they overestimated their own importance and cultural power, and now they're learning the hard way that they serve us, not the other way around. A few more years of this, and they might just learn their place at last. In the meantime, though, it's going to be interesting to see how much more irrelevant next year's Oscars becomes.
It's Hollywood, baby.
Anyway, that's all I've got for today.
Fair plays.
Go away now.
Yeah, doing just that. I was going to say, I'm glad I didn't watch it, to be honest. Certainly with the way that he's put it. Snowfest. And not only that, the movies, I've seen Anora and I have seen, is it a Substance? The Demi Moore one. Besides that, I haven't seen any of the others. And it's like the majority of the movies are now 3 or 4 hours long. And there are sort of like, like film festival kind of movies, I feel, kind of thing, that basically at the awards ceremonies before, it used to be so many different kind of genres, different actors and stars doing different kind of performances. Now it doesn't seem like that, and it just, even like the award ceremony itself, it just looks very much tamed, and everyone is told to be at their best behavior. Probably don't even serve any alcohol anymore, to be honest. So, but I think he more or less grasped the gist of what everyone probably either felt, or, probably one of those things that everyone over 60 or 70 were watching and happily, yeah. Let me know if you guys watched it. How do you guys feel about it? Happy with the people who won or lost? And not only that, what are you like expecting next year? Do you think someone might sort of like, you know, vamp things up a little? Or will there be movies that will make, you know, like come out of nowhere that just blow people's mind kind of thing? You know, is there some other kind of genres that will come besides drama and serious stuff? Will there be like a horror that can hit the Oscars? I mean, I would say substantially foul in that sort of category. Or like, you know, some sort of comedy or some sort of action, visual spectacle of a big budget movie that people are just going wowed by. It would be nice to have those kind of things, a bit of variety, a bit of fun. Not just for like people, I mean, majority of them, these movies, youngsters or families wouldn't really watch them kind of thing. So, you know, the movie industry is supposed to be for everyone, you know what I mean? And so every single movie should be somehow involved, kind of thing. But anyway, let me know what you guys thought. Let me know what you guys thought about what he said. How do you guys feel? And again, I'm looking forward to this year, see what's coming out, but I'm sort of glad I didn't watch it. But I might do some more videos on the Oscars and stuff if you guys have any that other people have said or whatever it might be. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. See you soon.